I'm reading from the book The Art of Typing Powerful Tools for Enneagram Typing by Ginger Lapid Bogda. The spelling of her name, her last name is Lapid hyphen B as in boy, OGD as in dog, A. She has a PhD. And I'm reading from pages 30. Let's see if I do 30. I'm going to go with page 29. The whole book is good, but we'll go with page 29 through 30 to the end with the summary. And this is number 4, focusing on behavior rather than motivation. Many people who first learn the Enneagram try to find their type through behaviors or qualities. For example, they ask questions such as, which type has trouble saying no, or which type is judgmental? The problem with this line of inquiry is that several types have difficulty saying no, and almost all types can be judgmental. Different types simply have different reasons for engaging in similar behavior or manifesting similar qualities. What matters in accurately identifying type are the reasons underneath what we do or the qualities we possess, including motivations, mental habits, and emotional patterns. Typing issue, focusing on behavior rather than motivation. Giving an example. Anne was a very smart woman who had been to every intensive Enneagram certification program available over a 2-year period. However, she still did not know her type and became baffled when she went out into the organizational world to teach the Enneagram system to others. Highly frustrated, she did not know why she had such a challenge. The answer, however, was hiding in plain sight. Even with her extensive Enneagram training, Anne kept asking the wrong questions, such as which type works really hard, or which type is sensitive. The problem was this: hardworking is a behavior, sensitivity is a quality. The Enneagram is ego structure. Summary. While there are behaviors and qualities that correspond to each Enneagram type, these are not always unique to that type. As a result, you can't identify type on this basis. Page 30. Number 5, early trauma and other personal issues. Early trauma, whether a person has dealt effectively with these issues over time or not, often creates a unique complexity when identifying type. The reason for this is that a person with a great deal of early trauma may have had to engage in a variety of different coping strategies to deal with such extreme challenges. For example, they may have utilized their wings or arrow lines more than most other people. Traumatized individuals may also have big spaces of forgotten experiences and memories, so they may not remember who they really are. However, the Enneagram can gently guide them in rediscovering themselves. It just takes longer to identify their type. Other personal issues could include ADHD, bipolar disorder, Asperger's or some form of autism, and borderline personality disorder. A person with any of these can easily be mistyped. For example, individuals with ADHD can be mistyped as 7s due to their difficulty in staying focused. Someone who is bipolar with mood swings going up and down can be mistyped as a 4. People with Asperger's can be mistyped as 5s due to a tendency to display interpersonal awkwardness, although not all 5s are socially awkward. Borderline personalities can look like 4s because of their dramatic tendencies, but can also look like 6s because they tend to split others into good and bad. Typing issue, early trauma, and other personal issues. With an example. James originally thought he was a counterphobic 6. Certainly he was easily angered and would explode readily when provoked, and it didn't take much to provoke him. James was also aware that fear loomed large inside him, sometimes more frequently and sometimes less so. James reasoned he was dealing with his fear by getting angry and fierce, just as this version of type 6 typically does. Counterphobic 6 also made a lot of sense because he would sometimes decompress by watching TV or playing video games, moving to type 9, an arrow line of type 6 by spacing out. All the above made sense until it didn't. After working on type 6 developmental issues and becoming even more aware, James realized that his early trauma played a role in this case of mistaken identity. His mother had a personality disorder, his father was violent, and James could never feel safe. Ultimately, James recognized that he was a 3, always wanting the recognition and approval from his parents that he could never seem to get. No matter how good his grades, how much he excelled in sports, nothing mattered. Yes, he used type 6 and type 9, but his essential nature was a 3. He was angry, but not coming from a place of deep existential anger, and he was fearful, but not coming from existential fear. James was a 3, simply trying to be a good boy, to gain acceptance that was beyond his family of origin's ability to provide. Summary. We never know a person's full background or how they responded to it. This can create layers upon layers over a type. But with patience and persistence, people will get there. So I'll stop there just to give people an idea of what is inside the Art of Typing, Powerful Tools for Enneagram Typing.